When you grow up with emotionally immature or toxic parents, shame is something you are taught. Shame is one of the toxic individual's favorite weapons of control to use against someone. Children are wired to believe that their caregivers are correct. So when a parent is critical, dismissive, or emotionally unsafe, the child does not conclude that the parent is limited. The child concludes that something is wrong with them. Over time, the child identifies as the problem one. They're too much, too intense. In such families, the roles are often reversed. The child learns to manage the parent's emotions, keep the peace, and attempts to avoid being a burden. There's nothing like being treated like a burden by your parent when they chose to bring you into this world. I'm sorry that I need to eat. Needs, feelings, and mistakes become associated with danger or rejection. This creates chronic self blame because self blame is easier than facing the reality that the people that are charged with caring for you don't have the capacity to do so. Shame is different from guilt. Guilt says, I did something wrong. Shame is, I am something wrong. Emotionally immature parents are unable to take accountability, and they often rewrite reality to avoid taking accountability. So the child ends up absorbing the fault. The child automatically assumes that everything is their fault. And this is why people grow up and they over explain, over apologize, and take too much responsibility because self blame became a survival strategy. Healing begins by moving responsibility back to where it belongs. A child was never responsible for regulating their parent, for fixing their emotions, and the child should not have to become small in order to earn love. Another step in healing is recognizing that your inner critic is programming. And when you hear that voice in your head saying, I should or shouldn't, and it's some internalized guilt or shame, you need to take a step back and see what you truly want to do and what you feel is truly right in your conscience. If your conscience is okay with it, try to drop the conditioning. Recreate a compassionate inner authority that stands in truth, and you begin to trust yourself, and it gets a lot easier. Your nervous system will learn that having needs and feelings isn't dangerous. We have to grieve what we didn't receive without turning that pain towards ourselves. We've got to give ourselves a lot more compassion and grace. Gradually, the belief of I am the problem turns into the truth. I was a child. I couldn't leave. There was never anything inherently wrong with who I am. There was something wrong with the capacity and emotional regulation of my caregivers. Have a good day.